Welcome to the Veil. One of the good things about solo print and playing and sort of gaming is that if you have crap in your real life, then this is something to escape from. And as I promised in a previous video, I had been working on an AI system for the Veil, because this is a game that shines in person versus person PvP. But I don't know anybody who is interested in playing this. Same problem with that I have with Memoir 44, for example. And in season 3 of the Veil, Logan Gendron, the creator, made on special popular demand some kind of attempt to an AI system. So you could simulate play against an artificial opponent. So I thought it was a neat idea, and I expanded a little bit upon it because the requirement for his system was that you had to keep track of the amount of rounds, and that is something that I find an impediment to immersion, and it's not necessary even. So I rewrote the rules, and the principle is that the AI now gets stronger gradually, and you have some kind of idea what he's going to do. There are 5 personality types in the Veil AI, and the AI system is such that you, well, for the best experience, you draw at random. I have 5 files: supporter, recruiter, offensive, defensive, and rush build. And I'm going to try my hand at supporter. I'm not going to explain all the rules. Essentially, this is a deck builder where you have your personal deck, and you have hit points, and there you can play recruits, shown here. Recruits that defend you. Some have shields, and the shielded recruits are standing in front of the normal recruits. To damage hero, you have to first defeat the recruits. The deck is starts with 9 or 10 cards, and you draw 5 cards, and at the end of your turn you play the cards, and you redraw your deck to 5. In the meantime, when it's the opponent's turn, he can try to play cards that reduce your hand size. So it's well, one of the important things is so in effect, you start your next round, your next turn, with less cards. There are also other effects, like if an opponent plays a trap card, it goes into your deck. And for the rest, it's just play cards to gain cards by paying for the cost. That's actually more or less the rules. Now, I can walk you through the steps a little bit. This is just fair warning, this is absolutely not endorsed by Logan Gendron, and he made an express wish to denote this, but I think my rules are better. Maybe they need a little bit of tweaking, but let's do this step by step, and then we set up a random player versus player. So let x be the highest cost value x from hand. Now let's illustrate this by, of course, Magic the Gatherings. So you have like this stack. I found this easier to work with. This is red-ish, so it's from the first season. There are 3 seasons of lots of cards, and the red is the first, the blue is the second, and the green, which I don't have, is the third. And I think 2 sets is more than enough. There are heroes and there are villains, and a villain counts as two heroes. And I think an inquisitor does 45 health. This is a nice is it red? Shouldn't it be blue? Maybe the blue was the first, I don't remember. But the tyrant, for example, has 95 hit points. So you can play villain versus villain and player versus player, or hero versus hero. So the Inquisitor starts with this, his basic cards, and he also has, he's from Zealots of the Veil. This is the Fate deck. So you have cards like this. There are 3 colors: control, blue, support, green, and where is it? Red is aggro, and aggro is always spelled with 1 G. So you have to, you have to live with it. So the highest cost value of a card, I could also just skip it, maybe that's even better, but I'd like to give some overview. So this is the hero card. Let me zoom out a little bit, sorry for the mess, like so. So the hero card goes like here. Okay, zoom out a little bit more then. Hero card comes here. He also each hero card has his own hero ability. So you can do this on your turn. Then you have the starter cards. They always have 1 dispel and divine rights here, for example, and there are primary and secondary effects. There is also, so the Fate deck is the deck of the really cool cards. And you can see here there is a synergy bonus. So if you play the second green card, the bottom of both cards triggers. The same holds true for the other things. The best way, if you have print and play, to preserve your cards from warping is to alternate the backs, so back to back, front to front. So that's why I have to flip them first, because I only seldom play games. Well, too busy working with game systems. Okay, now, yeah, you're in luck, because this is a new camera, and somehow it quits at after 10 minutes, but it also can show the cards in 720p. So this is the fate deck that goes here, and then you draw 4 cards at the beginning of your turn to form a fate row. For example, this. And here is the cost. So you pay with money like this. So if you play, I don't know, if you pay with 4 coin, then you can gain this card. The cards that you pay with go to your discard pile, and also the card you just bought goes into your discard pile. Standard deck builder stuff. Okay, now to explain how to automate this. So let x be the highest cost value x from hand. Now in the first they have 0 cost, so it doesn't do any damage. If you would draw this, for example, and also the other cards, they don't have a cost. Then heal self for X, so don't heal self. Then deal X direct damage to all opposing heroes. So the AI would deal me 0. I don't know if you can read it. Zoom in. Yeah, so initially, then activate hero ability for no cost. That would be this. You would play. You would weaken my recruits, but wouldn't have to pay 2 money. If X is